Brace yourself for this one, guys. I've figured it out with the help of the Holy Spirit, okay? Why is there so much controversy over the rapture? Whether you see the Antichrist first, whether it's pre-trib, whether it's mid-trib, whether it's post-trib, whether it happens at all, I figured it out. It all revolves around the same base belief that you don't have to look up. That there's going to be some other warning that happens, or some test of your faith that happens to prove your worth, so that what Jesus did and what Jesus talks about does not apply to you. So, for instance, those people who read 2 Thessalonians 2:3 and think that they have to see the Antichrist first, they, first of all, fail to read the rest of the chapter and other things. But they really think that regardless of how they're living, they're going to have a warning via seeing the Antichrist and recognizing him, and then knowing the rapture is going to happen soon. So that doesn't work, right? Because then it's like you can just live however you want, claim yourself to be a Christian. Who cares about the testimony that you have and any conviction that you've been given and ignored? Right? You can see the Antichrist, that's a warning for you, and you can get yourself together. You still have time. It doesn't matter. Just chill. You got time, right? Then you have the people who think it's mid-trib, and they think that what the apostles had to go through is what they have to go through, because they don't really understand why the apostles had to be going through the stuff that they went through. They just don't get it. So they think that you have to go through that, and they have to go through that, because that's the only way to prove your faith, because what Jesus did wasn't enough for them. They have to do it too. Then you have the people who are post-trib, who think you have to endure to the end. Like, they think that that means endure all the way to the end of the tribulation, because they don't understand any eschatology, and they just think that their faith is that fragile that even if they make it to the end, some people who call themselves believers could still be left behind. Then you have the people who don't believe the rapture at all, and we don't even have to touch on them because they're just literally ignorant of anything biblical. So, how are you? What's your mind like? Are you ready? Are you always looking up and always acting in such a way where if he came at any moment, he would find you doing his work, being a good example, having a good witness to people? Or would he come and see you sinning, living for yourself, living in the world, living in your flesh?